ranking the top 10 best Jedi in Star Wars. And as you guys can tell, number 10 is Mace Windu. He's really powerful, but if he was so powerful, then he'd, one, have probably be Anakin, killed Anakin. Two, he would have, honestly, I do think he beat Palpatine, but I'm pretty sure he's just not as powerful as the upcoming Jedi on this list, in my opinion. I think that he's just number 10 for me, in my personal opinion. This is all my personal opinion, so if you disagree, don't get upset with me, bros. It's just my personal opinion. You can just keep your feelings to yourself, you know? And then number 9 is Yoda. Alright, by the way, I wanted to clear something up. This is not the top 10 most powerful Jedi in Star Wars. This is because, otherwise, then all these people would be higher. All these people coming on this list would probably be higher, and some people would be lower. But just my favorite Jedi in Star Wars, there's just better character. There's just, in my opinion, there's better. This is not the best Jedi in Star Wars, because we don't see enough of him in the prequels. We barely see him in the originals. He's not a. I don't even know. A lot of people like Yoda. We need to see more of him. We saw Grogu, who's basically, he's not his son, but he's kind of like Yoda in a way, because they're both Jedis. But I just think the upcoming Jedi are just better on this list, and I just think that if we saw more of him, he'd be higher on this list as my top 10 best Jedi. And then number 8 is Ayla Secura. Honestly, I really liked Ayla Secura, especially in the Clone Wars right now. I'm on season 3, but she's one of my favorite Jedis in Clone Wars. And because she has a speaking part in that, but otherwise she doesn't have any speaking part, and she's not even on here. She wouldn't be on this list if she had a speaking role part in the prequel. She'd probably be higher on this list as a better Jedi, but she didn't have a speaking role. But number 7 is Luke Skywalker, especially his hallway scene made him so sick. The only thing, he would have been higher on this list if the sequels didn't if that Last Jedi didn't ruin his character, kind of he trained Rey, but Rey is more powerful than Luke, which makes zero sense because one, Anakin's the chosen one. 2, Luke is the son of the chosen one, meaning he has a high midi-chlorian count, higher than Rey, meaning he can't lose to Rey. But that's just why he's on number 7, just so you guys get upset. But obviously, Return of the Jedi Luke, he'd be up number 1. He'd be higher than his dad, in my opinion. His dad would probably be number 4, maybe. I don't even know. But this is why, and I think the reason why he's so good is because when he saved Vader, he saw the conflict in him, and then when nobody else could, he saved him when nobody else could. His dad, and that's why he's here on this list and why I like him. And then number 6 is Ahsoka Tano. The Clone Wars Ahsoka Tano, the Ahsoka show Tano. We all like Ahsoka. We all know she's one of my favorite. I'm on season 3 right now, but I really liked her because she kind of shows character growth throughout the show, and that's what we need. And that's what I like to see in shows like these, because you're not gonna start off all completely character growth develop. We don't see all that character development, right? She earned her character development. We saw in 4 episodes of Clone Wars. She learned how to become a better Jedi and learned how to be better as a Jedi and learned to slow down and think it through, because she would rush everything. She's just much relatable character for kids and stuff like that. Because, honestly, she was, but this is not a kid. It's not really a kid show. You know what I'm saying? So many adults watch Clone Wars. I'm one of the adults that watch the Clone Wars show. It's not a kid show. So if you're making fun of me for watching the Clone Wars show, I don't care. I like the Clone Wars show. And I think she's a very powerful Jedi, but the problem is that she'd be higher on this list. It's just for being a powerful Jedi. It's just that this is the top 10 best Jedi in Star Wars, and that's what it says right here. But she's my number 6 in my opinion. And number 5 is Obi-Wan Kenobi. You guys are probably gonna roast me, flame me, get upset in the comments because I said Obi-Wan Kenobi's number 5. Hear me out though. He's not that relatable. How is he relatable? He listens to the Jedi code. He doesn't ever break any rules, so he doesn't seem very, relatable. He's a cool character. He's powerful, and he's awesome. He's just not the best Jedi. He's not really relatable, in my opinion. But Ben Kenobi is more relatable. In Episode 4, he's more relatable, because, he's lost so much in his life. In his entire life, he lost his girlfriend. He lost his master. He lost his own apprentice to the dark side, and it's all his fault. except it was actually Qui-Gon's fault, but Qui-Gon is just much better of a master than Obi-Wan was. But like that's why he's number 5. I just think that his character, in my opinion, wasn't as good as these other characters on my list. He's not bad character. That's not what it is. That's why not because like he's on my top 10, guys. These are top 10 in my list. If anything, if I was like this would be if I put Ben Solo right next to you guys be upset because he's not. I don't know anything about Ben Solo that much. He's like you don't really know much about him, but that's not what I want. That's not what we're talking about. We're not going into all that. If you guys do want to see a video like that, we will. Also, guys, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to this video. I don't ever say that in these videos that much. I don't think because I'm just filming. I'm filming these, kind of focused on getting all my opinions and thoughts about these and why I picked these. But number 4 would be Qui-Gon Jinn, because I really like Liam Neeson. As you guys can tell, he's been on a lot of my videos. I just think that Qui-Gon is like a really good character. He's like such a good, wise father figure for Anakin. If he didn't die, then Anakin, I think Anakin would stay on the light side because he didn't look up to Obi-Wan. He thought Obi-Wan was kind of a jerk the way he talked about him behind his back. And he said, it's like this. Obi-Wan was like, he's you heard the council. He's a dangerous boy. Like, you can't trust Obi-Wan after that. I wouldn't trust Obi-Wan after that to be my master. And then after I saw that it died, I'd probably not want to train to be a Jedi with Obi-Wan. I'd probably pick Yoda or somebody else. I'd probably pick Dooku or something to train me as a Jedi. But I don't know. But, like, so... And next, number 3 is Ki-Adi-Mundi. I really like Ki-Adi-Mundi. Bro, he has a giant forehead. I just realized this picture looks like he has a giant forehead. Honestly, I really liked him because he's such, like, a good, like, Jedi. Especially him in some Clone Wars shows, you would see how powerful he is if you watch the Clone Wars. In some episodes that he's in, he's more powerful than Anakin Skywalker. But he's not as powerful that he died to clones, bro. That was because they kind of like caught him off guard, so he had to defend. But then there's something from the back he had to defend from, and then he couldn't defend. So if he did an Obi and that he probably would have deflected all those bullets, even from the sides. But he'd have to use 2 lightsabers to block every direction. But I'm pretty sure he's up here for some reason. But like in my opinion, in some Clone Wars episodes, you could see how good of a Jedi he is. He's wise like Qui-Gon. He's powerful like Qui-Gon, except he's just I just think he's better than Qui-Gon in some ways. We don't see him that much unless you watch the Clone Wars. You want to see all these like background. You see most of these Jedi's background characters like Ayla Secura. I like her in some Clone Wars episodes and live action. If she was a speaking role in live action, I think she'd be. I can hear more of her personality. I could probably tell her personality by just like the way she speaks or something. If she was more of a main character, some of these Jedis weren't even, because like there's so many people in Star Wars, like it's hard to make them all main characters, you know what I'm saying? But the number 2 is Shakti. I kind of like Shakti, especially in The Force Unleashed, because like she's so powerful going against, like she's like so much more powerful than Starkiller. I mean, I like Starkiller, but like she's so much more powerful, especially this screenshot is from the Force Unleashed games, I think. Force Unleashed game. But like I really liked her because she was like much better than Starkiller, and she's so much more powerful. But also I don't know. She's like kind of like Ahsoka in a way. She's like Ahsoka, who's number 6. But like, I think that she's really good. I think she's really good. This is okay. I'm just making sure I didn't mess up. All right, that was weird. She's number 2, but then number 1 is the chosen one herself. This is the end for you, my master. Is the chosen one Anakin himself. You guys all know I love Anakin Skywalker. Look at this. He wears brown. He's like, look at this. I like him from Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. I love all of Anakin. His phases, his innocent, his little darker side, and his really dark side, and his darkest side, and and then he goes back to rise up as Anakin again. And the rise and fall of Darth Vader is the whole point of the Skywalker saga, and the whole point of Star Wars. And that's Star Wars, basically. That's the whole point of these movies. You would understand this more if you'd watch the movies and watch the shows, and you'd watch everything. You'd see more about Anakin's character if you watch the Clone Wars movie, the show. I haven't even watched the movie. I'm watching the show. So, I'm pretty sure he's number 1 because like he's played by Hayden Christensen, and I really like Hayden Christensen. He's a good actor. He's number 1 because he's relatable. You could see his face. You can relate for him. You could, and when he falls in love with Padme in episode 2, even though he knows he shouldn't, he is. They're both in love with each other, and they're just trying to stop it, the love, because they shouldn't be in love, because it's not allowed for Anakin. She's a senator, so they won't see each other often. But like, he's so relatable throughout the from episode 1, 2, Clone Wars, and episode 3. I just really like him. He's a good Jedi. I think he's a really good Jedi, but like, so I think he's a really good Jedi. He's a good Jedi because I haven't stopped saying Jedi. He's a good Jedi because he's really skilled with a lightsaber, really skilled with the Force. And if you watch the duel on Mustafar, you could tell that Obi-Wan was struggling against against Anakin. Because his midi-chlorian count is much higher than this man is. I guess I didn't even realize that. I forgot I took a screenshot of each of them on both of their Revenge of the Sith photos. But you could see that his midi-chlorian count gives him an advantage. How high his midi-chlorian count is, and he's so much better skilled with a lightsaber than Obi-Wan is. And the only reason Obi-Wan won is because he was using Form 3. And he's really skilled in the Force, more skilled than Anakin is in the Force. He's not skilled in both sides, though, I'm pretty sure. He knows more about the light side. He's more of a light side user than a light side user. Anakin is a great character. I like him. He's my number 1 best Jedi, top 10 best Jedi. He's the number 1 best Jedi on my top 10 best Jedi in Star Wars list. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.